The title of favourites is not one that sits easily on Irish shoulders, but having won back-to-back Six Nations titles for the first time since the 1980s, Ireland go into next month's World Cup as the champions of Europe. It's a remarkable transformation, and much of the credit for that is going to head coach Joe Schmidt.
If you look at Ireland now and Leinster maybe 3-4 years ago, I think you'll see a huge amount of similarities. The game has obviously evolved and changed, and he has changed his coaching techniques and changed this Irish team as well as time has gone on. But I definitely don't think that he has changed a huge amount as a coach in the last 5 years. I think he's brought a massive level of consistency to this Irish team, and obviously back-to-back championships which haven't been done in a huge amount of time. He puts a huge amount of clarity on our training sessions, our game plans, and I think it's probably around the game plan where you most see his attention to detail. He comes up, he has this ability to see weaknesses in the opposition in terms of how they play their game. He comes up with a game plan to exploit that, and he makes sure that we implement that game plan as close and as perfectly as possible as he wants it.
Schmidt's influence extends far beyond tactics and strategies. The New Zealander has also helped Kearney improve as an individual.
I understand what he wants in a full-back, and given the fact that he is such a superb coach, that his idea of a full-back is obviously one that makes a full-back able to compete on the world stage. So I know exactly the attributes that he wants in terms of how I play my game. And I suppose it's just a matter of enforcing that and implementing it as much as possible while bringing a huge level of consistency to my own game.
And Kearney's aerial skills have made him an indispensable part of the team.
I played a lot of Gaelic games growing up. I think that has added a huge amount of skill to the art of catching high balls, so to speak. The way the game is going now, the players get a huge amount of protection. The guy in the air does get a lot of protection from the referee. So obviously your timing is huge. Making sure that you're maximizing your jump at that optimum height to try and get above your opponent. But if you can win the collision in the air and if you can get up in the air, well then straight away you're advantaged against the opposition.
And finally, the question from which no World Cup player can escape.
Do I think that we've a chance of doing really well? Yeah. Do I think we can do something that an Irish team has never done before and get to a semi-final? Yeah, I do think so. Obviously, a lot of things need to go our way. We need some luck along the way. We need to avoid a lot of injuries. But yeah, listen, anything is possible.